at them. I like the way they look now. Look at them quick, because by tomorrow, they're not going to look good at all.
Can you hear it from those trackside microphones? Just... This could be a boon to street racing in the United States, where noise is often a problem. Cars hitting 130 decibels or so. I haven't seen a measurement, but I got to believe it's 90 maybe?
No, they told me 85. 85 decibels is what that... So it's very, very quiet.
That's legal just about everywhere. Now on board the number 63 Corvette. Johnny O'Connell at the controls.
Oh boy, look at that stick shift there. You're going to make a few more of those, Johnny, between now and this time tomorrow afternoon. Thousands of them. The old skin on the right paw will be getting a little bit on the old spongy side.
Just listen to this thing. We go from that V12 diesel Audi to a big 7-liter thumping Chevy Corvette V8.
That's the big thing that the Chevy's got going for it is sheer size, 7-liter. I mean, if it lost every gear in the box except top, it could probably still win the race by chugging around it, also developing huge torque like the Audi. The Audi, of course, doesn't rev much. Only revs to what, 5,500?
5,500 rev line. They've actually shipped the thing around 5.
5, yeah.
O'Connell currently shown 22nd in the overall.
Well, Henri Pescarolo, who owns these two cars, and the green on the car is exactly the same as his helmet always was when he drove in both long-distance races and in Formula One. Pretty successful Formula One driver, but he's never won this. He's won this race 4 times as a driver, but of course never won it as a owner.
Checking the GT1 battle, that's the 009, the sister Aston Martin 12-cylinder.
Now leading the class.
16th overall, with that Corvette just behind. That's the 64 car in the hands of Englishman Oliver Gavin.
That is just behind.
And this is the closest that the Corvettes have ever been on time, on speed, to the Aston Martin. But this could turn into a huge pit stop war between those two cars. Speaking of pit stops.
Unscheduled pit stop. This car, like virtually all of the others in the field, came in to top up on fuel after the first pace lap before going to the grid. Right till
they had a problem from the very beginning. The lights were flashing. The passing lights were flashing on the pace lap. They went down to the RML team and said, look, we're not flashing our lights at you. They're just stuck. Now it seems to be something more important than just flashing lights. I talked to Clint Field. He said there is a misfire in the engine. Now this team has won. They won Sebring this year and won it handily. They also won in Houston, but it did not come without problems. They've had issues on this AER power plant in the past, and it looks like it could be an electrical gremlin now. This is way too early in this race. They have problems. The good thing, they've got a long time to fix them, a long time to get back in the fight.
Yeah, but this racing is so competitive now that if you get down a lap, you can never make it back. In the old days, you could be 10 to 12 laps off and pick it up again, but now you can't do that.
We should say that car right there, the 33, is being piloted by the only female in the entire race here. Liz Halliday doing a great job in the car. Unfortunately, not looking too good at the moment.
Back out to the GT1 battle on the Mulsanne straightaway. There's Darren Turner in the 007 car. Film buffs will always connect Aston Martin products to James Bond. Hence the numbers here. First time that any cars have carried triple-digit numbers, the 007 and 009.
He started on the pole, but as you can see, he's now 3rd in the class. There are the 2 class leaders right in front of him, and that Corvette is right behind the 009 car. There's the next Corvette coming along.
You mentioned
car,
this.
Johnny O'Connell. Behind him, the Celine.
Yeah. The only example of the Celine, first race for that car this year.
Another American car, of course, built in America, run by Americans.
Well, Steve Celine designed it in America. I believe it's built mostly in England.
It's Terry Borcheller driving that Celine as we speak.
Semco Motorsports team, familiar to American sports car fans. One of 9 cars from the American Le Mans Series over here this weekend. Terry Borcheller sharing this weekend with Englishman Johnny Mollum and Christian Fittipaldi of open-wheeled fame, making his first visit to legendary Le Mans. There's a look at the top 5. We've got a break coming up, and we'll be back with more live, part of our 20 hours of coverage on Speed. Beginning at 1 o'clock Wednesday afternoon, the 7 miles or so of roads around Le Mans that are used as part of the 8.5-mile racetrack are closed to traffic and converted into a racing facility. At midnight, after practice is over, they are reopened to public use, only to be closed again the next day, and so on. But come Saturday, they are closed for good to host the greatest event in sports car racing worldwide. Hi, everybody. I'm Bob Varsha with David Hobbs and Dorsey Schrader. Welcome back to the 74th Michelin 24 Hours of Le Mans. Look at this beautiful facility. When I first came here, that building and grandstand complex you're seeing was basically a row of tiny garages topped by signboards. People would sit there and just dangle their legs off of them deep into the night.
When you first came here, I mean,
Was there-
Lord.
Was there such a thing as asphalt when you came
that
in?
guardrail was there.
I'll bet.
No guardrail, no.
Oh, one of the
That's
Aston
from the
Martins.
Astons. That's that the 69 car?
Big crash,
Oh,
too. Front
huge.
suspension's knocked off.
Looks
Yeah.
like it went off driver's right and came back to the left at a billiard
That's
ball
down at
job.
the karting corner. That's where the 76
Look at-
car crashed the other night.
Look at the debris on the track.
Yeah.
That's not good for any of these guys.
Is that
Le
gonna be
Mans. Here's a replay we're going to get right here. Oh, huge impact.
Oh, that's the privately entered machine, the number 69.
Oh, dear.
That one's done.
That is exactly where the Porsche number 76 crashed